Hello and welcome to another Everybody Yours Truly Eliminated. Today's episode. We are back more with Calming Outward. We are back with some more Calming Outward. There. Okay, well I was trying to even that out, but then that seemed to have messed up just then. Alright, we'll just wait here a few seconds, I guess. I know my fans don't really like leaving comments, but I'm just kind of curious what the review is on how I'm doing this series. I know I'm having fun with it, and I know the main rule is to have fun with it, but like if you guys aren't having fun watching it, I don't have to record it. I can keep doing it on my own. That is completely fine. If you'd like me to do something else, I mean, go say it. But alright, let's start doing what I think we're supposed to be doing. Or about to kill all these people for no reason. We're gonna find out. Either way's fine. They wrongfully imprisoned me once. Can I just attack him off the bat? Well, I can't tab. No. So I have to talk to him first. Okay, well, it's definitely going to be easier if I talk to him. I'm here to kill you. Okay. Next. He didn't see me. That's the funniest part right here. Come on. Thank you. And I was worried. I'm hearing people walking, which is also worrying me. Why am I taking it one by one? Okay. Alright. Let's keep going, I guess. Straight left or right? Let's start with the left. Ooh, what's this way? Ooh. Damn, I am a bit over leveled for this quest. Just a bit. I'm hearing some more people. Okay. Yeah, so this is the prison room. Okay, let's not go that way yet. Ooh, what's here? Give me those. Okay. Oh, this is already open for me. Nice. Sure. Just taking some random stuff. I'll decide what's valuable later. Alright, let's head into here. Ooh, wait, let me... Oop, almost messed that up. Hello. Cool. Yep. Damn it. I hate when I misclick. That's the most annoying part. What's up? They're not gonna talk to me while I do this? Alright, that's fine. Fine by me. Oh yeah, I left a little bit of everything in them. Alright. let's go right this time. An elevator. Oh. Okay, well that seems like the big bad. I guess we can head on in here. Oh.
You're not one of my warriors. You're from Cierzo.
Yeah, I'm just here to kill you.
Cross me.
Ooh. I mean, I killed her, but I also died. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm in a cave. Now you just threw me all the way over here. Without my bag? Why do you keep taking my bag? Where? Where's my bag? Legitimately, one of the main reasons I had that skill is so I don't lose my bag, but you're telling me I can lose it anyway? What the fuck? It's supposed to come with you. What do you mean? I guess it has backpack on the map. I didn't notice that prior. You tell me they put it inside of there? I feel like, unless it's like a your stuff was confiscated sort of thing, it shouldn't be that too far away from you. But it also shouldn't be that too far away from you, even if it's confiscated. Being all the way over here is absurd. Is that it? Behind the shell? Why was I all the way over there then? I can mine that? I mean, I don't have a pickaxe, so I don't know why I tried. Saw some blue sand. I want the blue sand. I know that I'm pretty low on max health, but I'm already over here. I might as well. Not really a need to sleep. I didn't know it marked it on a compass, which is good to know and all, but I still feel like it shouldn't be allowed to be thrown that far away. Okay, well there's one guy left over here, so I might as well get that guy. Presume that's just gonna call it, yeah. I think it was this way. Okay. Oh, I think those are better than mine, honestly. Why am I not just pressing take all? This guy's shot over here somehow? Okay. Are those better than mine? Because I think they are. Hmm. Oh, I'm looking at this backwards. I was about to say that. Yeah, I was about to say that mine are slightly better because of that. But no, the only problem this one has is the resistance. Otherwise, this is way better, yeah. Cool. And a quick extra search around. Okay. I'll admit that I really am hoping to find more mushroom bars. What does this one do? Oh. Okay. Alright. So now instead of going straight, I'm now going to go down again, and then we're going to go right instead, because that room looks crazy. I'm also going to see if I can interact with the merchant. Because if I can interact with the merchant, everyone escaped. Damn. Alright, well that makes sense and all. What? What was that? Oh, river water, okay. Yeah, that makes sense and all, but I was really hoping that I could interact with the merchant and buy some mushrooms, but based off the fact that everyone escaped anyway, I'm gonna assume that I couldn't have done that even if he was here. Damn. I can put this out, by the way. Oh. This dude didn't see me. Oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why is this guy so strong? So much stronger than the rest. What is... That shield's gonna be worth a lot. Okay. I didn't really look, but I got no mushrooms from that, I presume. Yeah. I love the amount of keys that are the exact same. Very funny. Anyway. Okay. Redo that. Redo that. Oh. Okay. I am still healing, apparently. I'm like really hoping for mushroom bars. They're not super useful, but they're useful enough. What's that? More keys. Hold the open chest. Well, alright. I mean, it's kind of nice. Give me all that, I guess. I'm just really wanting to heal more. There's a guy right there. I'm so glad he didn't see me. But oh my god, how did he not see me? And my focus is gone. That makes sense. Really doesn't surprise me, but it still sucks. I have no idea how to use these. Okay, that didn't help me actually. Let's just do that. Okay, well, annoyingly, my discipline's gone. So I kind of want to drink that anyway. Oh, is he gonna come this way? Because that'd be really nice. He's not. Turn around. Nope. Okay. Mushrooms? Damn you. I'm still healing. Let me put another bandage for that extra healing. The problem is I'm getting less and less health every time I do this. I don't even know what's this way at this point. What the hell? Okay, well, it's not like I can swim. I don't know if that's better than my boots. It will make me slower. Or no, those are my boots. These ones will make me not as slow. And provide me with some better stuff, but not a lot of better stuff. I mean, I take less damage while wearing them. I feel like that's probably better. I mean, I wish I could get over to that boat. That'd be pretty nice. But no such luck. Okay, I've searched most of this area. Let me redo those. Okay. Could really go for some mushroom bars right now. Oh, these people escaped too. It's not like I can even get regular mushrooms. I don't know what I'm trying to do at this point. I was gonna try to see if I could make some, but I don't think there's any mushrooms here. I'll double check. I don't know. It's better to waste time than be wrong. I don't think I can turn these into mushroom bars. I will try though. Because it's still better to try than be wrong. These are also a type of mushroom. More blood mushrooms. Oh, there's a guy there. Forgot about that guy. No. The guy. Damn. That's kind of helpful. I can restore my burnt stamina. Ooh, there we go. These are the ones I'm pretty sure I can do that with. See? Good thing I tried instead of just ignoring it. Can I use that? Nope. Okay. And I presume that's it, though. Yeah. None in here. No. I presume incorrectly is what I presume. Let me make sure to restock this while I'm thinking about it. I don't think I know how to make mushroom bars at all. Hmm. Damn. I was really hoping that would work. I'm gonna look up how to make a mushroom bar, like I said I would, but I tried. Um, oh, word, there we go. It's 4 common mushrooms. I don't even have enough. Okay, so I have mushrooms for fun then. Yeah. Alright. It's worth a shot. Let me do that while I remember. Hmm. I see. Oh, damn. Is there not a way out? Really? They didn't make. What? Oh. Jesus. I'm sorry. I smacked the microphone really hard. Oh, I can't grab all those cool mushrooms? Cool. Now I have to go through this. Hmm. Damn. I do roughly know where this is. Alright, well, I don't know if I can get back to that, so we're gonna. Yep, I can now do that. They're all dead. Sure. Okay, so let's go talk about the reward then, I guess. Mushrooms? Damn. Gonna keep taking those. I'm not even gonna. It's so out of the way. There's probably more in the way. Hmm. Whoop. Skipped some time there. Easy. I really still think that this game could benefit a lot from like a horse. Maybe let me ride one of the pearl birds. Forgot I could do that. Still think it's weird that I have to rely on weird magic clothes to move faster, but whatever. Hey guys, you like mushrooms? He does. He doesn't. Probably not gonna sleep, I'm probably just gonna go, so. I would like to get as many mushrooms as I can. Okay.
Need something? My thanks.
Yeah.
This is for you.
I feel like that wasn't worth it. It was not a lot of stuff for quite a lot of work. Not those. Those. That. You do not have anywhere near enough money.
What can I... Oh,
Alright. Those. That. I'm gonna keep that. You can have those. That. Those. 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 Don't want that. Sure. You can take those and that. Double check. Don't want those either. Oop, or that. You can take those. Yep, and that one's not mine. You can have that. Boom. Okay. Dude, all these damn keys. I'm pretty sure this just allows me to get stuff that I left for my character, which I didn't do. Because I feel like it's right here, and I don't think there's anything in here besides, yeah. Oh no, this is just a legacy chest. Oh, no, ornate. Okay, never mind, never mind. Ooh. Wow, all of that will probably be very good to sell. Weird room. I mean, while I'm here. Exactly. That chest always has awkwardly good loot for being a regular chest. Do keys weigh anything? Yes. Then they're going into my chest. Nope, give me that back. Hey, you're wearing the same shirt as me. Copycat. Anyway.
Is there something you need?
Actually, there's stuff you need, because I don't need it. Yep. I mean, yeah, I might as well. Keep that. Okay. Oh, and I have that too. Hey, now we're going to take a really annoying trip of just repeating time in Edmerker Forest until he has the chakram. So yeah, we're gonna go to Edmerker Forest instead of Monsoon. So we can get the chakram that we've been trying to get since the beginning. And already, Bandis. Yeah. If you could stop attacking me, that'd be pretty cool. Let me just do that while I'm thinking of it. I guess I have this, but it's not a lot. And I presume I don't have 4. I have 2. Yep, exactly. Why is my bird so loud? If you look back at my old videos, you'll have random blasts of him speaking really loud, but like, I moved rooms. He's not in the same room as me. He just gets so loud sometimes. Didn't realize I'm not even wearing my like correct armor. And I fought those guys. Just goes to show how strong I'm getting. I don't know. Because of how I'm doing this series, I really just want to be near the end of it. Not because I want to be done with the series, but because I just am so curious how strong I'm going to be after having literally 3 whole builds on one character. Because I saw someone saying, oh, it'd be too overpowered if you can unlock every skill. And like, yeah, maybe. But I also feel like there's a good argument that it's not, considering the skills are so, like, personal, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. The skills are so, like, class-based that as long as I am changing class every time, which I'm going to, it's not gonna be that overpowered, I feel. I feel like it'll make the early game a little faster, but I feel like the late game's gonna be like the same length. Or at the very least, that's how it's gonna be for like the second playthrough. Because I kind of have it mapped out in my head, the kind of builds I want to go for. So the next build I want to be like mace and gun. So like I'm gonna have the infusion spells, so I guess I can make my mace stronger. But I'm gonna have a really weak gun, and ammo is still gonna be expensive. So doesn't really make me that much stronger. I'll be harder to notice. I'll be able to dodge with a backpack. It just doesn't seem super helpful. I feel like most of the really good skills that I already got are the passive skills that are tier 1 anyway, so I could get them no matter what. But we'll see. I'm curious to find out if I'm wrong or not. I'm not going to deny that it will make like the early game easier on every playthrough. But that's just because I have infusion spells. And so the infusion spells just make you stronger. I also don't know if there's a single weapon that outputs more damage than the sword I'm using. Like, sure, it would output more damage if I had it in the two-handed version, which I don't. But if I had the two-handed version, it would be literally the most damage that you could go for. And that's not what I'm gonna go for on any of the runs, so. Because the next one's gonna be Warhammers after Maces, and then the next one after that is gonna be Glaives, I think they're called. The long sticks with short swords on the end, not daggers, so they're not, so they aren't, oh, I'm losing my mind. So they aren't spears. I think it's a glaive. If it's a short stick with a long blade on it, that's just a long-bladed sword. If it's a long stick with a short blade on it, that's a glaive. And then if it's a dagger blade with a long stick on it, that's a spear, I think. Alright, we want to fight basically no one. We are so low on everything. But if we can scrounge up some cash, we are definitely going to be buying the boots for the set. Not my regular armor set, that's going to be the boots I'm wearing for now, but the actually helpful boots that make me run faster. But I doubt we will find enough stuff to give me some extra little bits of cash. Can always start now, though. Okay, well, immediately running into deers, which I don't want to do. Those things are very dangerous. Okay, there's a ghost plant. I want that. Those are expensive. It's the only reason I was looking this way is because I remember there being ghost plants this way. Give me a mana stone too. I might be able to scrounge up enough cash. What is this? What? Okay. Pretty sure he like always has the boots. Could be wrong. I think it's a maybe for the chakram, but an always for the boots. Okay. We're gonna take the longer way that potentially has more bandits. Not because I want bandits, because I really don't, but because it gives me more chances to see the traveling merchant. That's a regular deer. I think I see a chest as well. Ooh, some more Dreamer's Room. Something dead over there. Can sell both those. Oh, a dead manticore, because that's where the manticore mini boss is over there. Ooh. Okay. Let's look in here. I mean, I can sell all of that. Let's go into here. I have to be at a cooking pot or kitchen, so never mind. Coming up on one of the spots I know he can spawn. That also looks like we're coming up on bandits. Ooh, definitely coming up on a deer, which I don't want to be coming up on. Now we are being come on by the sky. Bad. More bandits. Walking the way I'm trying to go. I'm not seeing the merchant, so I believe he's not at this spot. It would be my executive opinion. A giant? That's new. Odd. Okay. Well, I don't want to run into him. Weird. I get that choosing a main quest kind of changes the overworld, but that's a new one for me. I haven't seen that. Hey! I'd really like this deer not to see me. Okay. Take that. Just while I'm here. Okay, you do have the boots, but you don't have don't do that to me, please. I see you're eyeing me up, but please don't eye me up. I'm very literally doing nothing to you. Confirm. I have 100. I need 240 extra if I want the boots. Okay. So I'm basically not getting that is what I'm hearing. Okay. Run. Okay, the deer went away. I might be able to scrounge up some stuff to sell. Over here. Can't sell the arrows. Can sell all that. I doubt all of that's gonna be enough for 240 though. Those and those. Those. Yeah, so that's 30, so I need another 100, and I'm pretty sure if I add that, that's not going to be enough. So there's no point in adding that just to make me weaker. Okay. I mean, I'll still sell it. I don't need any of that stuff, but yeah. Okay, so now what we have to do. So we have to go into the city. We're going to sleep for 3 days. And then we're going to enter and exit till we see him there. And that's what we're going to do until we see the chakram on him. Because 3 days should reset his inventory. And then entering and exiting buildings resets his spawn location. And I think it's 3 days that it resets, but I could be wrong. We will find out. That's for sure.
This worries me.
Take that, it'll stop your worries. I promise. My last plant tent. Gonna want to buy some more afterwards. That's one day. How did it break? Because I slept in it? Sleeping and stuff breaks it? Okay. It's a new one. Did I fix it? Yeah, it fixed it up to proper quality. Got nothing else really on me that needs fixing, so for the last day we will sleep for half and then repair for the other half, and that should repair all my stuff. I know I will be low on mana, but that's fine. My bread! No! Okay. Now we just have to exit, walk all the way over here, see if he's there. Which you can see him from kind of far away, but not too far away. But this is, as far as I'm aware, the closest he is to any door. My throat's all messed up. I feel like I would have seen him by now. Just want to get a little closer. Yeah, definitely would have seen him now. Actually, let me go loot a little bit. Sell it when we get back to the village, see if we can get an extra 240 from it. Just so we can make sure to get those boots. Maybe we'll see the trader while we're looting. Because, like, I could just try to do this as fast as possible, but I also want the boots. So it would help me to not do it as fast as possible. Is that giant still there? Is that what that was? I think I saw something moving. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I thought that would be something. There's a chest hidden behind a tree in this area, I'm pretty sure. Right there. Let's see what we got in here. All sellable. So, we'll just take it. I don't want to steal from the butcher shack. Like I do, but not yet. Because that's just going to give me food. I'm not going to sell the food. Cool. I can literally take everything besides arrows, because arrows I can't sell. I'm sorry, is there a guy? Oh. He's an archer though, so don't take that. Oh, what was that? He dropped something. A sword. Yep, can sell that. Okay. Also, I saw the irony. Bruh, let me into this one. Thank you. Guess we are just going to do that and that. That appears to be about all we can do. That's fine. I think there's some sellable stuff in the butcher's place, but it's mostly food. And so the food's all gonna spoil while I'm trying to grind out for the merchant. So I don't really see a point in doing that. What's with the sparkles? It's palladium. Yeah, don't really see a point in trying to do that. We'll just head back into the town. Just thinking about going a different way. But no, we'll just go. Maybe I should have entered the hunter's tent and then just straight up left, see if he spawned there. Damn. Too late now. Oh, I thought this might happen. I really feel like I should be fighting the other guy first. Damn. That is why I feel like I should have been fighting the other guy first. Hey, mushrooms. Oh, my bag's finally overweight. Crazy. Let's keep doing that then. Dude, it's overweight and I still am not feeling the repercussions of it because it's a percent until you start to feel it. That's so funny. Alright, we're almost back to town. There we go. Alright, we're gonna sell some things, and then we'll just start grinding a bit. Hopefully that gets me up to like 2,240, something like that. I want a little over 2,240, but you know. I might make it. It's gonna be pretty close. 100? Yeah. Sick. A little over 2,240. There we go. Oh. That's cool. Anyway. Why am I sleeping? I don't need to sleep yet. I just need to enter and exit. I don't know, in case this goes on too long. Although I think I see the trader, but there might still be some guys here, so I just want to ready that, I guess. There wasn't. We're good. Is there a regular deer as well as... Yeah, okay, well, good thing. I don't want to fight the deer, but in case he gets a bit too pissy, it's a good thing. I think he's gonna be fine. Alright.
Greetings, friend.
You do not have it. You don't even have the boots. Damn. Crazy. Alright. So now we have to do nothing for 3 more days. Still goofy that I can just roll perfectly fine with this big backpack. No need to reapply it. It's gonna be gone by the time I wake up. Okay. Let's just repair for now. Damn. It's just what's gonna happen. Okay, so now it's gonna start making me tired. Okay. Right back in we go. Cool, that won't make me tired. Try to reduce my mana as much as possible. My mushrooms. Okay, well, I actually could see him like almost immediately. I do see bandits. I don't think I see him. I will take on the bandits because more money, but yeah, I definitely don't see him. I thought I saw bandits. They just like keel over. Okay. Well, I don't see him, so let's head back. Why am I getting an email from my bank about a raffle? Like, it's telling me to join a raffle, which is fine. My bank does a lot of raffles. However, it's a raffle I've already joined. I joined it a few weeks ago, and it's like, you should join this raffle. that we have documentation that you already joined, and if you click the link in here, it's going to show you that you already joined. Bruh. Oh, wait, I just got to enter exit. I'm going to keep messing that up this whole time that we are grinding for the shock room. I'm going to keep messing that up. I assure you. I don't know why. I always look at OBS when there's nothing like gameplay wise, and I'm like wanting to talk. I was just turned to OBS, and I'm like, am I right? I don't think it's here. I think I would have been able to see it, but I'll cross the bridge just in case. Yeah, he's not here. We try again. Time to stand up. Shut up, watch. You don't know me. Trying to calculate exactly when I can see him. When he is there. But hopefully it doesn't take that long that I know his exact location. Also, it seems he doesn't have the boots every time, which is annoying. So I gotta hope that he has the boots and the shock room so I can get both. I remember this time. Not seeing anything. Could mean he's not there. Could be I can't see him. Don't think he spawns over there either. I'm gonna keep just going to crossing the bridge until I know when I can exactly see him. He's not there. Why are those particles coming off of me? Oh, it's probably whatever that is. Is it focused? It's focused. I can see it. Or disciplined or whatever. I don't know. I'm really getting low on stamina. I almost wonder if just to speed up the stamina thing, if I should just like... Oh, I can't guard? Crazy. Alright, we'll repair for 1 hour then. You would think repairing for 1 hour would take stamina. Don't think he's there. It really is hard to tell. I don't see a big glowy red deer though. So yeah. I felt like every time we were not doing this on purpose, he would be right there immediately. And now that we are doing this on purpose, he's nowhere to be seen. Absurd. Hmm. I'm thinking he's not there. I know it's only going to take more time, but I'm almost tempted to check the spot behind the hill, too. Like, I don't know, it might technically speed it up if I'm doing 2 spots, even though it's slower because I'm having to move between 2 spots. There's also that giant in the way, which I did forget about. I don't know if I can kill a giant. I don't really want to kill a giant because I like the Giant's Village over in Monsoon. They have a nice armor set, and I would like the boots from it. So if this guy's still here, I kind of don't want to be here. I saw it, his spear. Okay, let's just wiggle our way up here. Ooh, ooh, we're sliding down, which I kind of don't want to do. The giant is going to make this way more slow. Oh, and the occasional bandit isn't going to help either. And he's not there. I didn't think he would be. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I know he has a lot of spots that he can spawn at, but I just feel like he's not spawning at any of them suddenly. It just feels weird. So I'm gonna start looking around for him, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to just sit there repeatedly walking in and out of a building. However, I've just realized walking in and out of this building is actually going to let me see both of them way faster. So we're gonna do that, actually. Because I can just kind of glance over at both spots. I still have to walk a bit, but it's easier, and I get 2 spots without having to run forever. Also, any not meat? No, not really. I don't really want to touch any of that till I'm leaving. Okay. Oop. Not trying to get into a fight. Because I'm not being in a city right now. I'm thinking no car over there. Seems that I have to get a weirder angle for this side though. Just kind of annoying. I don't think there's a car over there though. There is. Okay. Of course, I change up my strategy and they say, ah, well, here's the one you were looking for. I don't even know if that giant is actually dangerous. I just don't trust him at this point. I know that most giants in this game are dangerous. And I don't know if killing him would lower my standing with the giants that aren't dangerous. So I'm just not going to risk that.
Greetings, friend.
Ah, you have the hat. Which, I don't know if that's better. 15.5. Okay, 15% movement speed. 5% movement speed. Okay, so yeah, it's not better. You don't have the boots, which is annoying, so. I'm gonna go waste 3 days. Yet again? Why is this not like centered on me? It's centered over here. What? That was weird. I just wanted to see how I looked whilst not wasting time. Okay. It's, yeah, no, I'm like directly diagonal. It's centered oddly. I never noticed that. Okay. I wish I placed the plant tent inside of the hunter's cabin. Would have been helpful. I guess I could have bought another plant tent. You're only supposed to have 8 hours of sleep. That's real life for you, so that's all we're getting. I don't have enough money, or else I'd be checking him for the key as well. Because I don't remember what that's for, but I remember it's useful. Okay, that's 2 days. My mushrooms. Cool, 8 hours. It's 8 quick slots? That doesn't feel like 8. What do you mean it's 8? Isn't it like 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I just can't count. My bread! Ow! we're gonna go back with that hunter's cabin uh, s- uh, strategy. I think that'll work better. I also think that there's another spot like right over there that I'm just haven't seen yet, so I don't remember it. Could be wrong though. It's definitely not that spot. Be really nice if I could get lucky. Chakram and boots. Please. Come on, you'd make so much money off of me. I love how I ask if people are actually enjoying the series in the same episode, and then I'm going to now sit here for like an hour just walking back and forth. Sorry. Just trying to read what Citron sent me, and she spammed me, and it didn't tell me until the last message, so I was overwhelmed. Gonna have to read that during a loading screen. Alright, still not trying to fight people, so just walk around there. Probably should put on my light traveling set. It could help. She's still texting? She's still texting. Wow. It's funny is Citron uses these videos to fall asleep, so she might wake up in the middle of the night and hear me just ranting. Be very funny. Alright. Oh, wrong button. I don't even know what you want me to say to that. I feel like these videos where like I end up grinding for way longer than anyone wants to watch me grind for. I feel like we both end up kind of tuning out. I feel like anyone who's still watching right now is probably like doing something else. And there's me just like, all right, well, I was going to wait to text till after I was done with the video, but now I'm going to text during the video. I feel like I would see this one like immediately from the cabin, but I have no idea. Apparently I misunderstood the message she sent because I said cool because I didn't know what to say, and she said not cool. So, oops. He's not over there. Okay. Pretty sure I would see him. I think he spawns like right there. So, head back to the cabin. I mean, hey, if me asking to get the comments to like be used for once actually works, I know a few of you have kids. Tell me some of your funny kid stories. I really like hearing stories about that. I know how I got my kid in general is kind of a funny story. I don't want to dox myself entirely, but As summarized through a few other videos, there was a 17-year-old that was being abused, and I found out, and I think all of her family was in on it. I'm trying to remember how I summarized it. I'm not trying to actually out what it is, because, like I said, not trying to fully dox myself. But since either none of her family wanted her or none of her family had not been in it, then I just took her instead. That's a drastic summary, because I'm not trying to dox myself, but just getting her is funny. I feel like. Because I feel like you could do the math pretty easily if you watch like an old video of mine and realize that the ages are funny, because I am not the normal age to have a 17-year-old kid. However, I care more about doxing her than me, so I will be fully open with the fact that technically, I am old enough to have a 17-year-old. Not legally. Well, yes, legally. Let me reestablish that. Legally, yes, because you can adopt a kid as long as you were 18, and a kid under the adoption system is someone under the age of 21. So, like, yes, legally. I am almost 24. But now you can do the math. Yeah, there's a 5-year difference. But the reason why I'm like, technically, is I may have had a not so pleasant run-in with a teacher when I was 5. So, I mean, technically, I could have a kid that age. I feel like that might have brought the mood down a bit. I'm almost 24. It doesn't affect me anymore. But, yeah. I made that joke to her the other day because I had that realization, because I was like, how old was I during that? And I thought about it, and I was like, that's perfect. That would lead a 5-year age gap if it resulted in a child. It didn't. She's in jail. I would have been notified. It's really weird how this is half related, but it's just really weird how, like, sometimes you get stories of, like, teachers being inappropriate, and they're, like, plastered everywhere online. Teacher does stuff that will sound YouTube appropriate to kids, like, everywhere. But then there's the, like, thousands that just aren't talked about for some reason. And I just don't know what the difference is. I'm kind of curious what makes the difference. Because I'd like to say, like, what's it called? Like, I want to say, like, volatility, but that doesn't sound right. Like, amount of crime committed. But I also feel like that's wrong, because I know that the teacher in question that I had met, this is so annoying to try to say YouTube appropriately, was giving study lessons, there we go, to all of the male students. But that didn't make the news or a news article or anything. I mean, it was quite a few years ago, Easily can do the math of was 5 M24. Pretty easy to do the math, but like, it was a while ago. But still, at the time, I feel like it could have made the news, if not a news article. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a lot from it because it was more of the police thought I was trying to protect her. I have a type of amnesia. So if something that my brain deems is traumatic, memory stops working. So I don't have memory for it. So the police thought I was lying. But I do know that they took like mouth swab of every kid in case there was a child as a result. So even if there wasn't mine. They weren't going to make like the student take care of it for obvious reasons, but it's just more of informed consent than anything on like medical conditions, not medical conditions, medical decisions. Obviously the kid couldn't choose, but I don't know. It's a lot of weird legal mumbo jumbo that I could be getting wrong because I was 5. Anyway, before everyone starts to try to write their nasty comments about how poorly I'm representing myself or the situation or whatever, I don't really care. It was a while ago. I'm just more curious about what makes it make the news and what doesn't. Because I feel like that one's pretty, whoa. But I know no one's heard of it, and I can't look it up. Can't even find the teacher's arrest report, but that happens a lot with teachers who do stuff with students. So that doesn't really surprise me. Because a lot of the time the schools like to try to keep it quiet so that their name doesn't get accidentally dragged through the dirt. Which, like, kind of fair enough. I don't think that the school needs to be dragged through the dirt, but I feel like the teacher in question should be dragged through the dirt. If not metaphorically, at least physically. I've just gone on like a crazy rant suddenly. I don't know. I just have a lot of questions about laws. Because I feel like there's a lot of weird situations that I've seen. I've definitely not been like the perpetrator of. I'm not going to say I wasn't the victim because of that one, but just that one is. If I ask any more legal questions in a second, it's probably going to be just that one. But yeah, no, there's a lot of legal things. Like something I've always been curious about. This one's going to sound really weird, but I saw so I'm going to actually pre-establish this. Because I've seen it in a lot of like shows that I probably shouldn't have been watching for my age, I'll be honest, because I saw them in like middle school. And I've actually started to see there's like a few gangs actually doing it in America right now. And so I've always wondered, like, if you were robbed of your clothes, like everything, nothing on you entirely, because I've seen a few people doing this, and then I've seen it in shows, and I kind of wondered, how does that go? Because, like, I've seen some other people get arrested for streaking, and they aren't, like, questioned. They're just immediately arrested. And, like, I feel like the main argument is at first is gonna be like, well, they're doing it on purpose, but the cop doesn't know that. I'd say at least over 60% of the people I've seen streaking are usually like covering and looking embarrassed. So like I feel like they look like they aren't trying to be streaking. Um, and then the cops immediately are like tackling them and stuff. And like, hey, I could be saying this, and the cops could just be in the wrong on all the videos I've seen. I'll give you that. There's a chance. I know that cops are getting a lot more anxious as of recent years, and like not trying to defend it, but I know that they are getting more anxious, and so they are following the law less and less. There also is more corrupt cops in the system, so whether they're following the law less and less by accident or on purpose, both sides of those types of cops are following the law less. Damn. Um, so like it could just be everything I'm seeing is them just doing it illegally, whether on purpose or accident. Um, but still, kind of just wonder what would happen if you are robbed of your clothes entirely. Because streakers, there's just like everyone is immediately being dealt with. Give me those. Yep. Might as well sell the bread, honestly. Yeah, that's something I've been curious about for like a really long time. Since I was honestly, since the first time I saw it in like a probably an anime as a kid, I was curious, just like what would happen. And obviously, the laws would be different in an anime because, well, I guess they could have the exact same laws, but it has a chance to be different in anime because that's Japan versus America. Um, oh, I can't sell bread. Okay. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I have like an important text with my mom. 1 second. Okay, there's now more people here. Cool. Ooh, mushroom bars. I'm gonna sell in the city this time. Um, yeah, so as I was saying, just kind of curious about that. Because I feel like, especially now with that gang of people avidly, like, stripping people, it's becoming almost a actual thing that needs to be discussed. I don't believe either of the men that I've seen that happen to in America have had like gotten caught by the police.
This worries me.
So I don't actually know what they would do, but I just kind of always wondered because I feel like it is an interesting question. I feel like asking it makes me sound like a pervert or like I am trying to go streaking and get away with it. But I'm just genuinely curious because every time I see someone be caught from like streaking, they are immediately arrested. with like no questioning at all. If there's questioning, they'll do it at the station. And I just feel like, considering that is a very specific type of assault to be taking people's clothes, that I don't think they're usually supposed to handle it that way. I believe they're supposed to, like, calm victims of that type of assault down and, like, question them on the street in, like, a calm manner. I don't know. Just seems odd. And hey, maybe there is no answer for that right now. Maybe with streaking, it really is guilty until proven innocent. And now that this gang is starting to do that, there's going to be some extra issues with that. Who knows? Who knows? But kind of curious. I'm also curious about it for Japan, because I know it's been happening in Japan for quite a long time. So I feel like if there was a loophole around that, there probably isn't now. I assume now in Japan it's probably not as much of an issue. Like, if you just see someone who could be streaking, I presume it is now like a question first. I don't know though. I don't think I've seen. I mean, like, I'm not trying to go out of my way to see these videos. It's just weird news that my phone recommends me, mostly on Reddit. Yeah. I will say I'm kind of surprised on one aspect, because I feel like certain crimes like that, women are usually the targets of, and at least in the documented cases that I keep being recommended to look at, America is not having women be the target of them, which is interesting. However, France is starting to get a few. I say a few. I've seen one, and it was a woman. And then I think Japan has been pretty mixed from what I've seen. These are my sample sizes, though, not actual statistics. Either way. You guys are really far up here. Crazy. Yeah, if anyone has an answer, please tell me, because I really don't want to go up to a cop and be arrested for asking a cop a really perverted question. But I really want to know the answer to that one, because that's just such an interesting thing. Because I feel like it's... Logistically, it should be. You find someone undressed, and it's like like, throw a blanket over them, and then, why are you doing this? Is it on purpose? Is like what I feel like you should be doing. It's never what I see happen. And once again, it could just be the cops are in the wrong. I have no idea. But still, I don't know. That's what I'd want my legal system to be. Because, like every other crime, if you force someone to commit a crime, they usually... I guess it depends on the crime still. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you are forcing someone to make someone else rob a bank, they're going to tackle that guy, they're going to arrest him, and then they're going to go, okay, why were you doing that? But I feel like, considering that is almost their exact same reaction with streaking, that doesn't seem right to me. Like, sure, if you can, provide evidence that at the very least you thought without a doubt that it was streaking and not someone entirely robbed, fair enough. Like, if you're at a football game and someone starts running across the field, that makes sense. That makes sense because it's a really commonplace for people to do that. So it doesn't surprise me if you do it there. But if you see someone, walking, shivering, not dressed, covering on the street, and like trying to stay out of sight, and you still like charge at them and arrest them instantly, I feel like that shouldn't be correct. I don't know if it is correct, but I know it's what happens every time I see it. I don't know. Admittedly, in those moments, they were streaking because, like I said, I haven't seen any undressed people who are not streaking be arrested. But at the same time, how would he know that? He's not psychic. Police don't go through psychic training. Yeah, I have no idea. Would love to know the answer though, because it's just an interesting quandary I've had. Trying to think of other crimes, or not crimes, but like legal questions I've had. Let's go this way. I can easily fight them, I just don't want to fight them. Hmm. Grinding for this thing is taking longer than I thought it would. Kind of lost things to talk about, I feel like. Hmm. I really expected to be done by now. I was really, like, my plan was to record for a little bit, maybe 1 hour, and we're 10 minutes away from 2. Record for 1 hour and then hopefully finish up editing Pokemon Yellow. I am so close. Because it's not, we haven't, I feel like I should say, we haven't given up on any of our older series. We just don't have time. And I know it doesn't look like that with me starting Outward and her starting Lollipop Chainsaw on my channel, but our sort of idea is to finish those games, because those were games that we wanted to play, and then start finishing games that we were already playing. Damn. It's really not anywhere. I can't remember if he spawns here or if like he spawns around this rock. Because I feel like no, he spawns right there for sure. Yeah, he's just not there. Just really hoping. Yeah. While we are starting these series and finishing them up, we are writing down lists, like a list of in order what series is to finish. The Minecraft one, we are updating the mod pack and adding a few more mods. I don't know if that will restart the Minecraft series or just kind of revitalize it. We'll see. Yeah. I had to remove one mod because it stopped receiving updates, which was annoying, but whatever. No need to go like too into it here because this isn't Minecraft. Just sort of channel updates at this point. I know I said I would give gun reviews if I ever got my own range. And I know I said I've wanted to own a few businesses. Those kind of are going to intertwine with each other. I'm going to try to use the businesses to gain money enough to buy my own range so then I can do gun reviews every time I buy a gun. Perfect. And so I've written up a whole business plan to try to get the money to get a loan to get a business. I don't think I've talked about the one I'm going to end up getting because that makes no sense. I talked about kind of offhandedly that I wanted to own a gun store, and I think I'm going to end up doing that, but that's not going to be the store I'm opening first. I've talked extensively about wanting to make video games, but that is also not what I'm doing first, because if you look that up, if you want to start off making video games that are good, you will need a business loan, and absolutely no one has gotten a business loan without having a prior business first for a gaming company. So we're basically not gonna do that. And then if you look at trying to get a gun store, virtually no banks will give someone a loan for a gun store. Honestly, in general, but especially if you don't have a prior business. So I try to think of something else I like. And I'm like, I like books, I guess. So I'm gonna open a bookstore is my plan. Oop, hit the mic again. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my idea. And then with the bookstore money, I can open a gun store. With the gun store money, I can open a video game company. And then I have a lot of stuff that I want to do with that video game company. but I can't say any of it. I know that sounds weird. Um, Probably with the gun store is when I will get the range for myself, because I would love to review all of the guns that I have in the gun store. That seems perfect. So then I can put a QR code on the tag and be like, want to know about the gun? I have a whole video on it. Enjoy. I think that'd be really nice. And I kind of want to do the same with the bookstore, but there's going to be a lot more books in a bookstore than there are guns in a gun store. So I might have to sort of outsource that to my employees as well, which is fine. Just more of me saying it than anything else. So if there's random book reviews that aren't by me, shush. The hell? I'm hearing so many sounds. But that won't be for another 3 years, hopefully. I have the business plan written out, but it is only an average of what I'm going to make and an average of what I'm going to spend. And I only wrote this business plan up this month, so this is the starting month for this business plan. Already over the average spent. And I started doing the one. Sorry. I actually finished writing up the exact amount that I need for the loan, which also pushed me back some. Honestly, the extra money that I spent this first month didn't push me back as much as the extra money that I needed for the loan that I didn't know I would need. Because I looked up a bunch of averages of everything to start off with, and then I just wrote up a whole business plan based on the averages, and then start getting more and more specific. I can't be 100% specific yet, but I am pretty close to about 90, I would say. I also am going high on every average so that I know that I have a good amount of money no matter what to do what I want to do. So like I wrote up all the I looked up the average startup cost first of opening a bookstore in the area I'm trying to open a bookstore. And then from there, start getting more specific. So what do I need to open a bookstore? Okay, well I need all of this and all of this and all of that. How much is that? Here's the links to that. There's a bunch of sales on that. I'm not counting that because I don't know if there will be a sale when I am purchasing all of it. So on and so forth. And so with the averages, I needed 400,000 for a loan. And if you're getting a business loan, you only need 10% of that. So I only needed to save up 40,000. But then, after doing all of the actual amounts that I can, I'll explain what I can't do in a second, but that I needed 430,000 for the loan. So I only needed 43,000, but that's still a lot. And that moved it back literally like 2 whole months. He's still not there. I feel like this is getting worse luck. Yeah. Ugh. Moon looks cool. And then the things that are still averages is obviously my income. I'm not on salary, I am on hourly. So I just took one paycheck and I put it over the whole business finances stuff, and then I as I get paid, I am editing it to how much I actually got paid. So there's that, which is the main thing. And then there's not a lot of buildings on the market right now in the area I'm trying to purchase in, so I can't actually see a good average price. So I had to use the Google AI to ask for an average price of what buildings would be in that area. Don't really have much of another choice in that respect. The only thing in the area that is for sale right now is like an office building that is like $1 million. It just doesn't seem like the right thing that I need for a bookstore. um, and then also open inventory stock. So I just kind of grabbed 500 random books, took their prices, and then brought up a number. But I also know that bookstores, and any store really, every store that you go to has a discount on all the stuff they purchased for their inventory. It's just a fact. Um, so I know that it's wrong, but I don't know what my discount is going to be either. So I just kind of went with the non discounted price. So I know it's pretty wrong, but still. Also, Citron said this would make a lot of people mad with how I'm setting up my bookstore, but I think it makes sense because a lot of bookstores are like telling people like we're not a library, and I want to be the exact same. But also because one of the things I really like about buying books, like I specifically look for sort of adult books just for this, and that is because I like unwrapping the books. That way you get that new book spell whenever you read the book, because I am really slow at reading, because I want to like absorb all of the knowledge. And um some of my elementary school wasn't very good at teaching me how to read, so I'm a pretty slow reader, but I still like reading. Um so certain books I will get. What? Citron said she's dying. How are you dying? Um, yeah, well, I didn't mean to press E. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna get a vacuum sealer, which I just realized I forgot to add to the business spreadsheet. I'm glad I'm talking about this, or else I wouldn't have remembered that. Alrighty then. Anyway, I want sort of a vacuum sealer so that all of my books are wrapped, which is gonna annoy people because then they can't read the books in the store. But also, most bookstores have a sign that says, "We are a bookstore, not a library. Don't read the books unless you're going to buy them." And, like, I know that's kind of an aggressive approach, but you have the internet that you can look up stuff about the books. You have the summary on the back. You don't need to start reading the whole book. I feel like most people have phones. Most people know how to read the back of books if you're going to read the inside of the book. Um, Yeah. So I think it's fine. Especially because of something else that I want to implement into the bookstore. Because I kind of want it to be a bookstore and a little cafe. Except for, I hate coffee. Now you may be immediately thinking, oh, so tea? I hate tea! But I love cafes. They're so cute. And they work so well with bookstores. And I definitely want a cozy place for people to read, even if I don't do a cafe. So I'm going to allow, like, inside drinks and stuff in case you do bring a coffee. I'm completely fine with that. Start purposely spilling coffee on the floor, and I won't be okay with that. But that's a separate issue. But so I wanted cozy drinks like coffee and tea that I will drink. So I looked up how to make fancy hot chocolate, and I'm gonna make it fancier by using other chocolates and other milks. Not just milk chocolate. You can have a dark chocolate. You can have white chocolate. Oh, is Citron here? She might be here. She's gonna take a shower though, so we still have time to keep grinding. Well, either Citron's here or someone's robbing her bedroom. Who knows? Who knows? Could go either way. Like watching my door. We're gonna find out. Don't worry. I'll keep continuing to describe my store. Just wondering about Citron. Oh, I see the trader. Come on. Please give me what I want. If you give me what I want, I'm gonna stop recording. Oh, well, it is her. Alright, she just immediately starting her shower. No hi. Hey! Hey! Perfect. Sick. Yes. Have this pizza, man. Alright, well, it's kind of special. Let's not give him the pizza. For simplicity's sake, we're gonna go this way, because it's easier to get through Monsoon that way. I know I said I'd stop recording, but I want to keep talking about my bookstore. So, yeah, I want to try a bunch of chocolates. I know I stopped at white, so there's also apparently a new kind of chocolate called ruby chocolate, and it tastes kind of fruity, berry-like, apparently. No idea, but definitely be interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'll serve ruby chocolate or not, but I think it has a chance to be really good for hot chocolate, so I definitely want to try. I'm gonna try all of the hot chocolates because even if I don't think they're good, maybe somebody else will think they're good. So I'm literally going to end up trying to grab like a block of every type of chocolate and then every kind of milk that I can possibly get. 2, 1 whole strawberry chocolate, get an extra chocolatey hot chocolate. Be pretty cool. I'm really thinking that what the hell is that? Anyway, I'm really thinking that having, mind you, never having strawberry chocolate or not strawberry chocolate. The fuck? Strawberry milk or ruby chocolate. I haven't had either of those, but I would hazard a guess that ruby hot chocolate and strawberry milk. I mean, like that's probably pretty good. Sounds like it'd be good to me. Did I go the wrong way? I feel like I went the wrong way. I don't know. Oh, I can't gather that. Damn. But yeah, because of the strawberries and the supposedly fruity taste of ruby chocolate, I think that could be really good, and so I'm gonna try that. But obviously, I'm not gonna just serve hot chocolate. What if it's summer? Can I have slushies too? Seems like a good mix to me, slushies and hot chocolate. And I'll make up my own recipe for slushies. Is this a different hunter's tent? I am so lost. Where the hell am I? Oh my god. Hey, you had a plant tent for me. Okay. Didn't expect any of that. I also forgot to get the meat from the other hunter's tent. I'm not going back now. I mean, depends on whether this spits me out, because I do have to go back a little bit. I have no idea where this could be. Where could I have possibly gone? I'm here? How did I do that? Oh, Lord. I'll be honest, part of the reason I'm still recording is because I'm smelling burnt toast, so I'm either having a stroke or my mother is messing up dinner. And I would like documentation in case I'm having a stroke. I don't seem like I'm having a stroke. But I had a stroke once, and I didn't really show any symptoms besides the fact that I was smelling burnt toast. And then I just collapsed. So, we're gonna just keep going till I get to the swamp, at least. Because at least that will be a good stopping point in case I die. Now, if anyone's sitting here like, oh, you had a stroke and you're 24, I have thousands of health issues. Probably not thousands. I have a lot of health issues. I'm surprised allergies isn't really a big problem for me. My two main allergies are pretty avoidable. One of them less so, but it's fine. The first major allergy I ever got was thistles, and that's pretty easily avoidable. It's also extremely common. Like, it's more uncommon to not be allergic to thistles than it is to be allergic to thistles. Same with poison ivy. However, I am not allergic to poison ivy, which is kind of impressive. However, I did learn something about allergies recently that I think is really cool. If you have never had an allergic reaction to anything, you're not allergic to anything. Allergies are actually based off of, like, you have all of the stuff to fight off everything that you could be allergic to until you run out. So everybody has at least one to fight off everything. But it's the fact of then when you fight those off, how many do you have after? So if you have an allergy to like peanuts, per se, before you ate your first peanut and then noticed you had an allergy, you didn't actually have an allergy. I know this sounds really weird and sounds stupid. This is like some Schrodinger's cat sort of situation, but like I fact checked this and I thought this was really cool, so I just want to share. But yeah, the act of getting an allergy is you doing it. So everybody has a certain amount of peanuts that they can eat till they are allergic to peanuts. It's just for a lot of people that's one. They can eat one peanut, or I guess technically like half. I'm not trying to make fun of people who are allergic to peanuts. It's just I was laughing because it's like some people's tolerance to certain things is one. I don't know how the like allergy therapy works because I know there's like a sort of thing you can do where you microdose on the thing you're allergic to and you stop being allergic to it or at least reduce your allergy to it. I don't know how that works. But I do know that that allergies are caused by you eating the thing, not just innately you're allergic to it, which is really cool to me. Anyway, my other allergy, which is kind of more in the way, but still readily avoidable, is red onions. And it's only a minor allergy, so I'm pretty good on that. Like, I need probably like a whole ring of an onion to have it be an issue, and I think that is because I am allergic to the red dye within the onion and not the onion itself, because I can still eat yellow onions, I can still eat white onions, I can still eat green onions, I can still eat garlic, which is very chemically similar. I heard there was red garlic. I'm not trying that because I feel like I'll die. Garlic is so much more potent in general. So I feel like if I ate a red garlic, that would have so much worse consequences. I guess when I say I have a minor allergy, in case you're curious, it just gets kind of hard to breathe, and because I have asthma, it's not a good thing. It's not full anaphylaxis, but it is pretty damn close. But yeah, if I like am eating something like a salsa and I notice there's like tiny bits of red onion in it, I'll probably be fine. But when I can, I usually pick them off just in case. Sorry, I sneezed. Because usually if I see them, they're usually a bit bigger. So like if I go to Chipotle, I really like the corn like salsa that they have at Chipotle, but that has red onions in it. So I'll just eat it, and if I happen to see a red onion, it goes on to the napkin. But otherwise, I'm fine. What's this? Steel. Anyway, I noticed it because when I worked at the arcade I've talked about that I don't want to say the name of because I don't want to dox myself too much. They served burgers, and those burgers had red onions, and specifically, not every burger they had red onions, obviously, but the burger that I liked, their menu is ass, still is ass. It was only good when I was a kid before I worked there, and then there was like one good thing on the menu when I joined, and that was like almost immediately removed. Anyway, I guess most of their burgers had red onions, but whatever. The one burger that was okay had red onions on it. And so I'd be eating that every day. And then eventually my throat just started to close while I was eating it. So then I was like, okay, let's start guessing what on this burger could be making that happen. So I just took off one thing, ate, still allergic, took off another thing, ate, still allergic, took off the red onions, ate, fine. So, stop with the red onions. Easy as that. Also, I will say, Now, being one of you people allergic to red onions, I feel for you so much more than I thought I would when I became allergic to red onions because I didn't think it would really. Like, I don't want to say it affects me too much because it doesn't. I love onions, but red onions were my least favorite anyway. Green onions are the best. If I become allergic to green onions, life isn't worth living. Um, but that's just a random joke. But it is really weird when you have a menu that doesn't show you a picture or like specify what onion they're using. To where I've just stopped getting burgers that say they have onions on them sometimes, as if I'm allergic to all onions. About to sneeze again. Sorry, I sneeze a lot. It's according to my doctor, it's because of my asthma, but whatever. Um, so I've just started to not get any burgers that have onions sometimes because asking what kind of onion a restaurant uses is apparently one of the hardest quizzes that you could give a server. And like I know serving isn't an easy job and people like flame people who act like their servers were horrible, but legitimately I like this is an actual interaction I had at Buffalo Wild Wings. I will just go through a full interaction. Buffalo Wild Wings does not dox me, so I don't care. I will go through this whole interaction. I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, wow, this burger sounds nice. I remember the burger. I haven't been back, not because I hate them or anything. I'll still go back. The burger was nice. They're just kind of expensive. And not many people I know like Buffalo Wild Wings. There's like one person, and I'm not friends with him anymore. Anyway, back to the story. I'm like, this burger looks nice. This is the first time I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings. But I'm also allergic to red onions, so I need to know if I need to take off the red onions or not. And I don't want to take off the onions because onions sound like they would go great with this burger. So I really want to try this burger with onions. If I can't, that's fine. I'll still get the burger though. So the server walks over and she's like, "Hey, so you guys know what you want?" And I'm like, "I think so, but I would like to ask, do you know what kind of onions you use?" And she's like, "What? Like red onion, yellow onion, white onion, green onions? Do you know what kind of onions go on this burger?" They're just onions. Oh, well, there are different types of onions. I don't think so. Well, there is. I'm allergic to red onions, so I would like to know which type of onion it is, so I don't suffocate and die in the middle of your restaurant. Now, I lied to her because I have been near enough people with allergies to know if you do not exaggerate your allergy, they don't listen. Every once in a while, you can just say, "Hey, I'm allergic," and they will listen. But sometimes they don't listen unless they think they're going to be sued, and it's really annoying. Unrelated. Back to the story. She immediately goes, "Oh, I'll go check with the cook." She walks back. We're waiting for a bit, and then she comes back, and she's like, "Well, they look sort of purple. Do you think those are red onions?" And I'm just astonished. Or no, she didn't say they look purple. She said they look like an off yellow, like sort of like eggshell colored, but she didn't use the word eggshell. And so she's like, "You think that those are red onions?" And in my head, I'm like, didn't she say she was going to ask the cook? Tell me the cook just showed her the onion? Or what happened here? This is just so confusing. And I'm like, well, those are probably yellow onions, so yeah, that'll be fine. So I think I'll take this burger that I was debating at. And then she's like, "Well, let me go check one more time. Let me actually ask the cook this time. I don't want you to be in danger or anything." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, she didn't ask the cook? I thought she asked the cook. That's what she went away to go ask do. You tell me that she just went in there and instead I want some powder for money. You tell me she just went in there, said she was gonna ask the cook, and went, I can see the onion, but then got too anxious with my answer when I said, yeah, not a red onion because it's not red. Then she came out and the cook said, yeah, they're yellow onions. And I'm like, okay, yeah, so I'll have the burger that I said I'll have. She's like, with no onions? I'm like, no, I want the onions because they're not red onions. I'm fine with that. I'm not using the same voice as I did at the time. I was a lot calmer and nicer, but it's just like so hard not to laugh at it in retrospect because it's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that was just really funny. And just such a struggle just to go, they're not red onions. You're fine. Give me the burger I ordered. And then the burger comes, she sets it, and she's like, I had the cook set the onions aside in case they are red onions. I'm like, what? I'm like, they don't look like red onions, so I think we're good. And I put them on my sandwich and ate it, and it was a great burger. But trying to figure out if they used red onions or not was absurd. I'm so low on stamina. Can you guys please stop? I still tipped nicely because it's not like she was being rude about it. Like, even when she was being sort of rude at the beginning, it sounded more like she was just confused and had never heard of other types of onions, which is surprising, but not rude. So I tipped 20% still. And then even though I paid for both me and my friend tipped separately as well, because he was a server at the time, and so he's like, I want to make sure that she gets an extra good tip because she was really nice. And I'm like, okay. So she got like 35% in a tip, I think, before someone tries to yell at me for that. Because I know that people get really defensive when it comes to like servers and stuff. But anyway, like, she's still a good server. It was just a really funny interaction of, it's yellow. You sure it's not a red onion? Pretty sure. Last I checked, yellow onions are not red onions. But that's going to be it for today's episode. So if you liked the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, dislike it. If you like me, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.